Hi gang, this is Mike G from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGarner.com, and I want to talk about gratification. There's two words that I'm going to major on, which is masturbation or meditation. Now don't go into shock that I've said masturbation. Masturbation is quite normal. It can be an apprenticeship for sex when you're in your informative years, that you play with yourself, you please yourself, you ease yourself, and you learn about your own body and your needs. You learn about hormone release. So masturbation is something that might be a little bit taboo, but trust me, it's something that everybody does. And to deny this and to become all coy about it or shy about it doesn't help. And British people are very reserved and don't talk about things like that. Very stiff upper lip traditionally. Maybe that's changing. Maybe that's more my generation. But let's just talk about this openly, because what masturbation does is it gives you instant gratification. It gives you an orgasm, which feels amazing. Trust me, as a hypnotist, there's many ways that you can feel amazing without needing to masturbate. Masturbation gives you a dopamine release. But what's interesting is that drinking coffee, checking in on your Facebook and seeing that people have liked what you've said, or that you've done a YouTube video and it's got so many shares, it's gone viral. Just anything that gives you instant recognition, instant gratification, gives you a sugar rush if it's something that you've ate, or gives you a dopamine release if it's something that you feel emotionally, something that you like. That buzz, that rush, that hit, we want more of. And masturbation is one of those. And as I say, with hypnosis, there's a process that I work with that's called vicarious programming. And vicarious means almost like a virtual reality, that you can mentally rehearse something visually in your mind. You can play something over in your mind, and then your mind plays into your body. So normally you do something with your body, you enjoy it and process it with your mind, and then you find that's good fun, or no, I hate that. What you can actually do is you can reverse that process, visualize something, go into a virtual reality, pretend, make believe, and your body gets the same sensations. This is how I work with golfers and squash players and public speakers, and they visualize that they're doing it. They create a muscle memory around the activity. Then when they actually go and do it for real, they've practiced so many times in the mind, winning, hitting the penalty into the back of the net, potting the black, winning at squash, or making the perfect speech, that when they're faced with that, there's no fear. They're totally confident. They've done it many times in the mind, and now they just have to reproduce that in reality when the event occurs. Very, very successful, winning programming, that is. But it's the same with sex. I have people who are inorgasmic. They have erectile dysfunction, or women are they get vaginal dryness. They can't experience orgasm, they're holding back. Quite often it's people who can't conceive because of stress and tension. And when they relax, they put too much pressure on themselves, but when they relax, all of a sudden the sperm meets the egg, and then the miracle happens and they conceive and they're pregnant. So these are all natural processes that we've got to be mature enough talk about with dignity and integrity, obviously. And sometimes it's difficult, but I mean, lots of men watch porn. Just a fact. You know, most people buy devices, and if you look at their viewing history that they're probably dating, most of it is porn. They go on social media and they engage, you know, in these dating sites, men and women, and everybody's looking for instant gratification. Nobody wants to work at anything. We live in a society where I want it now. I mentioned before that many years ago, when I got my black belt in 1985, it took me 7 years, from 77 to 85, to go from white belt through the grading system to become a black belt. Then another 20 odd years to become a 4th dan. People don't do that anymore now. You join these martial arts academies and they're getting maybe 2 or 3 belts a year. Get a black belt in 2 years, 2.5 years, if you've got any bias towards doing it well. It's a different world. Computer games, you can experience anything virtually, play golf virtually, drive racing cars, fly helicopters. And with the new virtual reality goggles, you can immerse yourself in a world of pretend make-believe and never leave your bedroom or your house. So nobody wants to work at anything, so people are just going for what's quick. So let's get back to masturbation. Sometimes people prefer to play with their toys from these sex shops rather than engage in a relationship, because these toys don't insult you. These toys are there for your pleasure without judgment. But relationships come with all sorts of challenges, and a lot of people get weary of relationships. They're being let down, put down, challenged, and they give up. It's a shame, but it happens. And for men also, you know, they want to feel good, they want to have that gratification, and so they turn to masturbation. So here's the kicker. You are denying yourself full pleasure, full power, the full 5 sensory and extrasensory experience of relationships if you're just doing it on your own. We're supposed to live in a world of duality, up, down, left, right, male, female, black, white, good and bad, which are all perceptions. And we're supposed to take the rough with the smooth. That allows us to grow. So relationships are worth it, even if they're challenging. Having sex with another human being is the most magical experience, sensual experience, intimate experience. And with all its ups and downs, it makes it more sensual, magical, and something to learn and grow from and to treasure. And we've got to get out of this instant gratification, because it's a slippery slope to desensitizing ourselves from human connection. And it's damaging. And what I'm going to suggest is that you engage in all those pleasures of the flesh and try, as the witness, the experiencer, to have as many experiences as possible, even what you perceive to be bad ones, challenging ones, frustrating ones, unpleasant ones, because they're all experiences and we're here to experience, which is another talk. But if if you want to have an instant hit of dopamine, if you want to have instant gratification, may I suggest meditation, not masturbation. And meditation isn't what you think it is. Meditation is self-hypnosis. Meditation is mental programming. Meditation is total orgasmic relaxation, tantra, where you can experience yourself spiritually, energetically, emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever you choose, using the power of your mind in meditation. And trust me, I know that I can, for myself, and share with my clients and students, pleasure states through vicarious programming and hypnosis that far exceed your expectation of real sex, which can quite often go wrong and be awkward. Or playing with yourself, which is masturbation, or watching porn, or whatever you do for instant gratification. Meditation, hypnosis, tops it all. The hypnagogic state, the tantric state, the orgasmic state, the heightened state, the spiritual state of getting in touch with your higher self transcends all physical pleasure. But you can experience massive physical pleasure in those states as well. So meditation for me beats masturbation or anything, because in meditation you can experience those things, you can play it through your senses like the best dream you've ever had, and you can do so many things in your own mind. You're not limited sitting in front of a computer with your sex toy or a box of tissues. Getting real about it. Don't go for instant gratification, go for growth and experience. Don't go for something that isolates you in your bedroom or wherever you partake of these isolated activities. Get out into the world, get into your mind, own your power, experience the fullness of the energetic body that you've been gifted with, and don't masturbate, meditate. And let's also look at the fact, which is another conversation, that meditation comes from the same Latin root, the etymology of medication. That medication is supposed to be, and used to be, plant-based medications, healing for the body, and meditation is healing for the mind. So not only can you reach heightened pleasure states through meditation, you can heal yourself through meditation. Where masturbation, trust me, ultimately is inert. It gives you instant gratification, but there's lots of spiritual knowings and metaphysical knowings and physical knowings and biological and chemical knowings that masturbation actually reduces your power. If you spill your seed, literally, then you haven't got that energy for other things during the day. I was talking the other day about an argument, about how a 10-minute argument, you'll use up all the energy that you could have enjoyed that day. It drains your battery. Well, trust me, masturbation and all those other activities that I've talked about drain your battery and drain your body. And because it's done in self-isolation, if you like, which is a word that we're all familiar with at the moment with what's going on in the world, you know, you're not sharing that experience with anybody. And sharing is caring, and loving is powerful. And the most powerful thing and loving thing that you can do is grow your mind, experience your mind, go and share your body, but be in control of the whole experience using meditation. So if you want to know more about this and you want to chat, I'm here for that. Be powerful, enjoy your mind, use your mind, not just for mental things, but for heightened states of physical pleasure. And you'll be amazed what you're capable of experiencing and doing once you become in control of this supercomputer, your mind, which so few people understand, practice, and it's well worth developing. Be powerful, enjoy your mind, have a wonderful day, stop masturbating, start meditating. Take care.